Atlanta's dealt with a lot recently, from flooding and water main breaks to potholes and traffic. What steps is your administration taking to address the city's aging infrastructure?
Absolutely. Right now, across the nation, you're seeing the effects of climate change as well as the effects of aging infrastructure.
Giving away $1,000 courtesy of American Deli. All you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's $1,000 to one lucky subscriber.
Yesterday, it was New York City in the news for flooding that flooded out, a large portion of the city of New York. And this is one of the biggest cities in the world. And right now, there's cars stuck in water. The subway system was filled with water. And then it was Atlanta, and it was Miami, and it was Detroit. Flooding is happening because of climate change. This is different. I've been in Atlanta all my life, and I've never seen it where every afternoon we get flash floods, these thunderstorms that come out of nowhere. The National Weather Service doesn't know what's happening right now because the Trump administration, fired a whole bunch of the National Weather Service people. So your phone app that's trying to tell you when it's going to rain is off. It doesn't know. It's 3 hours off or 20% off. It says it's going to be a 10% rain and it's a 90% rain, chance of precipitation. So we are now living in a time where between climate change and aging infrastructure, we are all feeling it. And so Atlanta, just like other cities, like most cities, we have an urban center that was developed, in the 1800s. And now that has been built upon as we've grown and grown and grown, and more tall buildings. And every day a new tall building goes up, but we don't put new pipes underground. We don't add to the diameter of the sewer pipe or the water pipe. That's got to change. This city has grown tremendously over the last 40 to 50 years. We are now investing in our water lines to make sure that they are appropriately sized, but also that all leaks and challenges that we may have are repaired. We were hit with a huge water main break in 2023 that stood out amongst all the breaks that happen. There's some are small, they get fixed in 2 or 3 hours. It's a complicated, large system with thousands of miles of pipe underneath the ground, so leaks happen. But that particular day was May 31st, and it hit, and it was 2 or 3 days of how do we get water to people? How do we repair this? We don't ever want to be in that scenario again. So now we have the Army Corps of Engineers. They came in the very next day. I called Biden-Harris administration. They sent those people down the very next day. Those folks are still on in the city of Atlanta now, helping us make the proper next steps to take care of those issues. We're utilizing technology now, utilizing AI to detect leaks and things of that nature. So we are well on our way when it comes to the water. When it comes to things like flooding, the world is changing with climate change. And so, you go to Miami, we all love a good trip to Miami for the weekend. Make sure y'all come back. We ATLians, we're gonna be here. But you go to Miami for the weekend, Brickell is flooding. That's literally, you watch Miami news, that's all they talk about is Brickell is flooded again. And you go to, all these major cities and you're seeing, especially southern cities where rain is coming in so much, you're seeing that, DC, others. So we have to deal with climate change head on, and that's something that we likely will talk about, but also traffic and transportation. Atlanta is becoming a victim of our own success. More and more people move here. So what are we doing about MARTA, about rapid transit, getting people out of there? One person in one car is the reason why we have traffic. One person driving one car and coming from places like Swanee into downtown Atlanta every day, or coming from McDonough or Hapeville or wherever. People come from Marietta into the city every single morning between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. and they leave out of here between 3 and 6. And yes, they make their income in the city of Atlanta, but they spend their time on our roads, and that is causing traffic. We love for people in Gwinnett County, Cobb County, and these places that come into the city core to be able to have transit options like buses or rail, like a major city should. And so that's something that I'm really persistent about, is how do we improve and enhance and expand our rapid transit network? And that's MARTA. And so that will help us be able to serve more people, and that's an infrastructure challenge we have to resolve.